Game of how low can you go for Joe, as new polling shows President Biden's approval rating dropping to one of the worst numbers since he took office. The new CNN poll shows Biden's approval rating sitting at just 37%, while 67% said they disapproved of the president. And it appears voters aren't buying the White House's economic message either. That same CNN poll found that 84% of respondents said they're worried about the state of the economy. Just 16% said otherwise. Ouch. While the Republican candidates were duking it out on the debate stage last night, Biden's campaign refused to commit to any presidential debates in 2024.
The campaign is going to take a look at the schedule and we can have this conversation. But as of right now, our focus remains on building out a campaign and infrastructure while the Republicans remain in a divisive primary where their front runner is not attending debates. Our campaign is focusing on what we need to do to win an election next year.
Emily, I said this early in the summer. One of my fears about Trump not attending the primary debates was that it would be weaponized by Democrats to say, oh, he didn't debate, therefore Biden will not debate, which is an enormous moment for the American people to see Biden versus whoever the nominee is looking likely to be Trump at this point. The American people deserve to see that.
I know we do. And I think this dovetails into the continued expectation the American people have, which is that this president does not listen to us. This president does not care what Americans want or what we deserve or what we expect from a commander-in-chief. We learned that yesterday as we cover the fact that he admitted if Trump wasn't running this time around, he wouldn't even run. Why should we expect anything less than him to dial it in? Because it is whatever will be the most preservation-pointed tactic and strategy possible. Now, we know there's some fissures. We've been discussing that, where there's been leaks and disappointments in the White House and priming other runners. But at the end of the day, everyone publicly is saying that he's the candidate. And why shouldn't we have our candidate, who is our current incumbent president, defend his policies, explain to the American people why 8 out of 10 think their community, the economy in their community is poor, why 7 out of 10 hate the economy right now, why 8 out of 10 have dipped into their savings, why so many people feel pessimistic about the future. Give us an explanation why nothing has changed. Not talking points, not concepts that your White House writer wrote for you, but tell me why you've decided how you have so that all of us are living in a worse America. Show your face, Biden.
Yeah, he should, Dagan, but this has been the strategy. Joe Biden does not want to stand toe-to-toe on that debate stage. And this was February. I read this in an article. This is Politico. Let's look at this. It was hidden, but this has been the strategy. Look at this. Politico reports senior Democrats' private take on Biden. He's too old. The Biden folks believe that Trump or any other Republican nominee will be reluctant to work with the Commission on Presidential Debates, lessening the chance and risk of a head-to-head debate. That was February.
It's not the age, it's the cognitive decline
Bingo.
and decay. But this CNN poll, unchallenged, Biden and company's message on the most important issue has been an utter disaster from moment one. Bidenomics, are we allowed to say that? Because the Democrats have completely abandoned that word, because it represents Joe Biden, have inflicted intentional suffering and harm on you financially as a family. And then I'm going to look at you and lie about it repeatedly for years. Here is the latest. Well, in the CNN poll, this is how bad it is. That Joe Biden's approval is below 50% in virtually every group. But for people under the age of 45, it is 33% approval. And those without college degrees, it is 31%. Number one, because he fixated on the student loan forgiveness.
He bought votes.
Right. But 60% of people under the age of 45 don't have a 4-year college degree. Number one. And number two, on inflation, prices are still up 18% since he took office. And inflation means that prices are still going up, even though the inflation rate's lower. He went on X recently and said, let me be clear to any corporation that hasn't brought their prices back down, even as inflation has come down. It's time to stop price gouging, give American consumers a break. He doesn't understand how inflation even works.
You mentioned the CNN poll. If you're a Democrat president, you know it's bad. The alarm's going off when you've lost CNN.
He's at 37% approval, 63% disapproval. Look at this number over time. You noted it's a numeric low, but he's been hanging out down here for some time. Basically, this entire year has been a downward slide now to this new numeric low of 37%. Take a look at his modern era predecessors. This was their approval rating at this point in their presidency, heading into their re-election year. And just note here, he's at the bottom of this list at 37%. This is a real warning sign for Joe Biden. 36% approval among independents. Does not have majority approval among African Americans, nor does he with Latinos. 34% approval among young voters.
That's a big warning sign.
This is all
of it,
this
but
is
particularly
all a warning
that
sign
number.
for Joe Biden. It's a pretty poor outlook from the American people. Only 29% assess current economic conditions as good. 71% say they are poor. His approval rating, the president's approval rating on the economy data, is even worse than his overall approval rating.
And they're trying so hard with Bidenomics. They're trying to tell people how to feel, and it doesn't always work.
I mean, Marie, that's not good.
You enjoyed that segment a lot.
I did. I
feel like
smiled
you
and laughed.
You smiled at that one a lot.
Not the economy ones, but.
So I think a few things. First, I do think Joe Biden will debate. I think the question is whether Donald Trump will, because he hasn't shown himself willing to debate this cycle. I would have liked to see him on stage last night. Number two, I think that, Nate Cohen, who's one of the New York Times pollsters who did one of those polls that had all the Democrats bedwetting a few weeks ago, he said national polls a year out from elections are not predictive, but they're worrying and they're concerning.
These are worse than Obama.
And I think, and we all know elections are not national elections; they are state elections. On the disapproval ratings, look, I'm a Democrat. I am very concerned by those numbers, in part because I think Joe Biden has done a lot of things that have helped in the economic sense in a very difficult economy for a bunch of reasons, post-COVID, Ukraine, all of that. I think the campaign has a lot of work to do to get that message out, to talk to voters, not just on
more than a lot of work,
but not just on economics, on women's. Every time Democrats have been on the ballot since Joe Biden won, we have overperformed expectations.
That's true.
And so I am worried because those numbers are very bad. Donald Trump's approval ratings are also very bad.
Yeah, but
and if
here's the difference.
Wait, Ben, if Donald Trump is convicted of a crime nationally in a general election, I think his approval ratings will also go down. So we are deciding between two people. Look, I think Joe Biden has done so much for this country and should be reelected. Voters don't like politicians.
Then get on stage and debate. Then get on stage. He will not. Look, there's three things I'm going to say this quickly. Number one,
bet on it. He will. I'll take that. Okay, we'll take that.
CNN literally says when they're talking about his low approval rating, he's been there for a while. That's CNN saying that. So it's more than a problem. It's an oh-you-know-what moment for him. Number two, absolutely Donald Trump's going to get on stage and debate. And you could be one of the worst debaters in the world. And Joe Biden is still a layup for anyone. You could find high school debaters that could debate him.
It wasn't last
time. And the
time.
Democratic Party is going to look at that moment and say, I cannot put this man on stage. How the hell do we get out of it? And they're going to do everything they can to get out of it. Maybe they'll figure out a new COVID to get out of it because there's nothing they won't do to get him off that stage. He would be decimated by anybody.
That's true. I will underscore Marie's point. These are polls. Polls have been wrong, but hey, warning sign indeed.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.